Well, hello, my beautiful, beautiful Scorpios. I'm going to burn a little incense for you here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know that it's been hard, right? We're going through a lot collectively. We're having all of us some new experiences and some different experiences. And this is a great time to give yourself a little bit of time out, right? Give yourself a little bit of a breather. And this reading is timeless. Wherever you see this reading, it's meant for you. And I want you to just tap in and slow down a little bit as we begin to go through this reading. The first thing I want to say is thank you and welcome for being here with me today. It means so much to me. These readings are really designed to give you insight into the energy surrounding your journey right now. Whether it's in love, whether it's in career or personal growth, remember the cards don't predict your future. They serve as a mirror, the energy that you're carrying. This is about giving you the option to choose a path and align with a path that's right for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest, and trust that your own intuition, above all, is what's going to come through for you, right? So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm using my Rider Waite Tarot. Let's see what we have going in. I really do feel that there is a lot going on for everybody right now. There's a lot of changes afoot, right? Collectively, there is feelings of angst and sometimes fear. And that's kind of what I'm getting right now from you, Scorpio. Even though you are fearless, we're only human. So let's go ahead and see what comes through for you. Give yourself a minute to. The first is a Knight of Cups, right? Some sort of an offer coming through with the Knight of Cups. And that is what's at the heart of the matter right now. What's at the heart of the matter is, and I feel it's more of a question than it is an actual situation. And it could be, right? It could be a situation. You're getting some sort of an offer coming through. Okay. All right. So let's see what's challenging you, what the challenge is in this offer, because that's what's at the heart of the matter. You're waiting, feels like, right? You're waiting on the offer. What is the challenge? We have a card that's turned over, and that's the Queen of Swords. Okay. So the Queen of Swords is an interesting card as it is a court card. And so it's coming through as a challenge, right? This offer, the Queen of Swords is an interesting energy. That's the energy of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And the reason I say it's an interesting energy is because if it's crossing you, right? This energy, when it is in a challenge position, it could be very harsh. It could be very negative. And you may be, if you're waiting for some sort of an offer to come through for you, it could be delaying you, right? That could be the challenge in allowing it to come through, is that you're being super hard on yourself. Why? Because the Queen of Swords is air energy, is all mental energy. So three cards came through, or actually four cards came through. Let's see what they are. I'm going to start from the bottom. That's the Empress. This is at the basis of the situation. The Empress symbolizes an energy of what I call peace, ease, and flow. That's what I feel when I feel the Empress, right? As a Libra, this is the card of Libra and Taurus. And as a Libra, this is how, when we're in balance, how we flow. We allow situations that we're wanting to come towards us. We don't strive, or we try not to. because it's a lot. We overthink things, right? But the feeling that I'm feeling here is that it's kind of time to rebalance yourself. And balance is really, people make it more difficult than it is. All balance is taking action, resting, reflecting. Take action, rest, reflect, so you know when to take action and where to take action again. But there is a period of rest and reflection. And that's what it's asking you to do, to kind of settle into yourself and allow yourself some agency and not allow your mind to rule you. Because you are in the past, you were looking at something very strategically, like planning. This is a card of planning, the Two of Wands. This Two of Wands doesn't indicate to me that you are at a crossroads. It actually feels more that you're outside of a crossroads and you're doing some strategic planning on how to begin to move forward. But you're not seeing it because you're in the place of the unknown and it's not manifesting quick enough for you to see the activation of that or that transmutation of that energy in real time. So that's why it's asking, you're being asked at the foundation of the situation, take a step back, breathe, and create a new narrative for the story that you're telling yourself about an offer that you've been waiting on for some time. Clear that out, give yourself a little bit of peace because it's coming, or maybe this is even an offer that you're placing with someone else, right? That you're giving to someone else. And it has been a little bit constrained. But in those situations, don't push it because it's going to happen. And why do I say that? Because now that energy in crowning the situation is the Queen of Wands, right? And we all embody these energies. And this energy is a super creative energy. So the feeling that I'm getting here is, maybe you're in business for yourself. Maybe you're putting out offers. Maybe, as far as trying to attract clients or assistants, right? Support in your office. However, this is coming through for you. The challenge here again is going to be that energy of overthinking, not happening fast enough because the mind works really fast and it'll give you the worst case scenarios. And if you can allow yourself some time to step back from situations and give yourself a moment, you'll begin to clear that and allow what really resonates with you to come in, what really is the intention to come in. And I really do feel that I'm in the part of this spread that I can already feel you are carrying heavy patterns around time, money, ease, and freedom. And these are the exact areas that I help my clients shift in real time. And I want you to have the tools to really begin this journey effortlessly, right? Without this pressure box that you're putting yourself in. And that's why I created the Freedom Code. It's a free gift to you. It's called the Freedom Code. Inside, you'll get simple, really simple, but powerful exercises to begin to release the blocks and open up the door for more time, money, ease, and freedom. Every client that I have used this information with, right, this tool with, has shifted in real time. Okay, so get a copy of it, go ahead and download it. I'm also going to be doing a live presentation, a walkthrough of it on October 22nd. So if you want to do it yourself, DIY, you go ahead. But if you want to walk through it with me on the 22nd, I'd be more than happy to do that with you October 22nd. Because these are practical applications that work beyond this reading that I'm giving you. There is a lot of patience here. I do feel patience. Why do I say that? I have the Page of Cups here in the position of the near future. At the heart of the matter, you have the Knight of Cups and it goes to a Page of Cups. So the offers are not exactly what it is that you're wanting. And this could be, like I said, it could be a job or it could be you as a business owner looking for help. Things are not panning out the way that you want them to. So, it goes the way that I feel is there is some sort of a, how can I say this best? There is some sort of narrative story that you keep playing out. And the story that you're playing out is nobody wants to work. It could be that, right? And it could be many other things. But take a step back and really give yourself a few moments to breathe and not put so much pressure on yourself because this feels to me like it's a cycle. This cycle is going to continue to repeat itself until you understand why it's happening. And it's going to take some questions, asking yourself some questions so that you can see why it's happening. So I do why am I saying this? Because you have the star card here and the what you cannot see, the star card is here. The star card is a beautiful card of yes, what it is that you're wanting is coming through, and you're kind of like blocking your own desires, unfortunately, because of the way that you're thinking about it. Whatever this choice is, right? Whatever it is that you're calling into your world, Scorpio, because this is your energy, it is water energy, it's cups. Okay. This is a card of Aquarius. This is a card of looking at things from a different perspective, coming up with innovative ways of doing things. This is a card of just doing things differently than you ever have and that anyone has ever done. That's why crowning your situation here, you do have the Queen of Cups. Excuse me, the Queen of Wands, because this is a very creative energy. And the only way that you can tap into that energy, my dear, beautiful Scorpios, is to take a timeout. Give yourself a timeout and stop worrying about this situation. It's not serving you in any way, shape, or form. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you through it, or you can come on the live. It's going to be a live, so you'll be able to ask questions. I'll be able to answer your questions as we're going through the Freedom Code together. Now, the next card, which is what's coming towards you that you cannot see, is stability. And you might be like, okay, that sounds really good, Lil, but when is that going to happen, right? When am I going to see that stability? Well, that stability is going to come when you give yourself the opportunity to look at things from a different perspective, to get really creative. So how do you get creative? Let's go out in nature. It's fall here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's spring in the Southern Hemisphere. Go out in nature and just breathe the air and be at peace with yourself. Stay in the present moment as you're walking or as you're in nature, as your thoughts begin to drift into a problem or a narrative or a story or a video that plays in your head of something negative. Ask yourself in that moment, do a little metacognition and ask yourself, is that really true? Is that going to ever happen to me? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be that will never happen because your brain doesn't know how to think outside of what it already knows. So the unknown is always going to be scary. And that's why it's really hard for us to break patterns and to really step out of our comfort zone because the brain doesn't have that roadmap. The only one that carries that roadmap is you and what is your intuition, what is your thoughts and feelings about it. And if it's always catastrophic, and those are the videos that you're playing, then you will have catastrophic things happen to you, or maybe feel like they're catastrophic things happening to you. Okay, now here we have in the position of the hopes and the fears, you're showing up in your fullness. The thing that I find with this cup that's really interesting is that it is a closed cup. The cup is closed. The cup is not open. So because you're thinking so much about how to go about this, I'm asking you to take a step back because this isn't your hopes and your fears. Your hope is that you will be able to see clearly the path that you're going to be going on, right? That it begins to unfold in front of you. And the fear is that you're going to be too caught up in your head to actually see it come through and come through in full exactly the way that you want it, or even better, and even better. I'm knowing that it's going to come through even better. Why? Because I have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is a level up. For me, when I read this, this is about going to the next level. Download the freedom code. I love you, my beautiful Scorpions. If today's reading resonated with you, stop here, take action, download that free freedom code, and really start the experience to shift yourself. You're going to find the link below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell too, so you get notifications when I'm on. Remember, tarot shows you the energy, but it's really your choice and your alignment that creates a transformation. So, again, grab the freedom code. I'm not going to give up saying this. I love you, my beautiful Scorpios, and I will see you next time.